Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Zilliqa. We talk about Zilliqa quite a lot on this channel, so if you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video as we talk about it quite a lot, like I said, and we go right over the news and information that is recent and available to us. So right now we do see a 21-cent price point. In the last week alone, about a 0.5% decrease in the last week, which is not what you want to see, but in the last 24 hours, a great recovery, an 8% increase, going a little bit over 8% now at that 21% price point. We do see a market cap right now of $2.4 billion in the last 24 hours. We see $233 million of volume, and the circulating supply is 11.2 billion ZIL as well. We see Zilliqa. If you guys don't know, Zilliqa is a cryptocurrency that aims to use sharding to solve the scalability issues facing many blockchains. Sharding is the process of dividing the mining network into smaller pieces or shards that process transactions in parallel. So without further ado, let's jump into some of this news and information, and then we'll come back and do price predictions for May, June, and 2021 for Zilliqa, so stay tuned for that at the end of the video. To start off, guys, I do want to say I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. But first off, we are very proud to introduce you to our first ever sports league partnership. So NFT Punch Boxing, Zilliqa, ZIL for the wins, NFT Community, Boxing NFTs India, Oodles, NFT Collector, and ZIL Pay. So they have a bunch of hashtags, obviously, going into going into a public sale in India. Big market. Our new partners are fantastic. So it is a big partnership. Obviously, we are continuing to see Zilliqa really reach out and grab new partnerships because we understand that Zilliqa is something worth investing in, and they're starting to see it as well all around the world. So before we jump into this one, actually, I want to talk about Zilliqa trending in Singapore. Over 3,082 tweets in Singapore alone. So we saw it trending yesterday, and the president of Zilliqa actually tweeted that out, and I thought that was pretty interesting to see. Really, Zilliqa continuing to push farther and farther. As we see, we also have Zephyrs. I'm not sure exactly how to say this. XFers concluded a successful pilot with Zilliqa and Searchia to demonstrate how risk transfer applications can be done with XSGD. So you can read more on that. So we continue to see, like I said, success with Zilliqa. We go to the next one. We see prediction markets are going to play an important role in getting more people into crypto. Even better when the XFERS stablecoin XSGD is an asset people can use Zilliqa. So they talk more and more about Zilliqa, obviously providing a lot of different opportunities to a lot of different companies and coins and people right now. So the upcoming Zilliqa V8 is a significant update and one of the largest updates so far. This is obviously from the co-founder and senior VP security and platform engineer at Zilliqa. They talk about block time from a peak of 40 seconds to 29 seconds. This is made possible due to enhancements made at the consensus and transaction dispatching level. So if we go down a little more, we see payment transaction gas cost as per ZIP 18, which passed governance vote GZIL. More burn as well, obviously. Block rewards per meter. Well, let's see here. Block reward parameter changed to keep the inflation rate at a similar rate as Zilliqa. So no burr. They talk more about this I was trying to read this while I was talking there, but they talk about the faster block production rate will result in an increased inflation rate. Zilliqa V8 will not include any adjustment to the current inflation rate. Instead, to preserve the current inflation rate, the reward allocated per DS will be decreased from 275,000 ZIL per DS block to 176,000 ZIL per DS block. So that's just obviously a little update there. And then they also talk about the shift with Scylla, and then they go into detail on how they have a planned release to be the penultimate release, bearing any bug fixes, before cross-chain bridge support. And then 5 out of 5 upgrade notice. They talk about the V8 release notes, as well as the Scylla V, 0.10 release note. So a lot going on. Obviously, a lot of that is more technical, and you guys may not understand anything I just said. That's perfectly fine. Just know that Zilliqa got a little bit better, and we will continue to see V8 push. And as it will be, like they said, a significant update and one of the largest updates for Zilliqa so far up to this date. So we continue to see great things with Zilliqa coming to play. I do want to say, guys, if you want to jump into the Zilliqa website and read more about it, because maybe some of this didn't make sense to you, as I said, it was a technical V8 update, and I did want to cover cover it, but like I said, very technical. So at Zilliqa, we leverage our own silicon smooth, speedy, and cost-efficient blockchain platform to catalyst and transform digital infrastructure across all global communities and industries. So Zilliqa, at a glance, you can see that there's research brought to life, mainnet live since early 2019, sharding in practice, safe by design smart contract language, eco-friendly dual mining, as well as blossoming ecosystem. You can see that there's a non-custodial staking with Zilliqa as well, and there's just a lot of information here about Zilliqa. You know, where should you store ZIL, Zilliqa improvement proposal, ZIP 11. We talked about ZIP 11. We talk about, you know, really Zilliqa as a whole, and it's just it's an ecosystem that's really worth looking into. It's a coin itself, a token that you should at least know about. Add it to your watch list at the very least. See if you can find a good dip. Zilliqa hasn't done too much in the last month. Obviously, a 5% decrease actually in the last month alone. So we just recently started covering Zilliqa. Actually, we didn't cover it when it was at that 20 to 19 cent price point. I didn't know if I really liked it at that 20 cent price point. It was a little too soon in my opinion. But definitely when I saw it, you know, go to 25 cents, it was something that I wasn't really looking into. But just recently, I've started covering Zilliqa because at this price point, at this 20 cent price point now, with what's coming, I do see it as a good buy. I think it's still a great opportunity at this 20 cent price point, even if you were able to grab it, obviously, at this, let's see here, was it a 12? Yeah, 12 cents. If you're able to grab it at that 12 cents, you're already making great profit. Great job by buying the dip. If you bought it at 13 cents, same thing. Still doing very, very well. So we are seeing opportunities to buy dips. So if you see those with Zilliqa in the future, just remember Zilliqa is a great project with a great future. So you will have a great opportunity if you are buying at that dip. So let's continue on for our May, June, and 2021 price predictions. To start out, I think Zilliqa will continue to do very well. We do see it kind of correcting a lot recently. We did have, obviously, market crashes or dips just recently as well, which really did hurt our prices. It didn't recover as fast as some other coins did. Some other coins were able to recover very, very quickly, but since we just had our all-time high around that 25.47% mark, it was a harder recovery than a lot of coins. So we are seeing a 21 cent price point. Nothing really wrong with that. I think we are going to see a great increase in the next couple months. So starting out with May, where do we think by the end of May Zilliqa will be? I'm shooting for a 30 cent price point. I think that'd be great. We would be, you know, right over our previous all-time high, and I think it's a reasonable price prediction for us. So it is a little bit on the conservative side. So I do want to say, guys, I always try to do conservative price predictions, try to give you the most reasonable and honest predictions as possible. So you won't be seeing a 100x Zilliqa, in my opinion. So if you're looking for 100x coins on, you know, market caps that are over $1 billion or so, you're in the wrong spot, because I'm going to be realistic with you guys. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say, you know, Zilliqa 30 cents is where I predict for May. By the end of June, I do think we will continue to see some increases. I don't think it's going to be as crazy as you know, some other altcoins, unfortunately, in June, but I think Zilliqa could easily reach about a 40 cent price point, which would be about a 2x from our current standing. So 40 cents by the end of June is definitely a price target that we can shoot for, and definitely something within range. I will say by the end of 2021, I really expect, I guess, Zilliqa to reach a $1 price point. I would say 90 cents to $1 is definitely a price range that I could see it falling under. I do hope it reaches that $1 at the very least, and then maybe stabilizing a little bit below that $1, but that's at least a 5x there alone, and I think that's a great opportunity for Zilliqa really to gain more holders as well as more attraction in the next couple months. So we'll continue to kind of monitor Zilliqa and see what happens, but that is going to be my price predictions for 2021. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel, make sure to do so, like the video, and turn notifications on. I will see you guys all in the next one. Thank you guys so much.